Influencers, in a way, have always been around us. Like before social media, we were influenced by supermodels, actors, athletes, performers, some of them more, some of them less. And I just saw the movie Air on Amazon Prime. By the way, it's a great movie. I recommend that you watch it. And the plot was about Air Jordans. And there was one specific quote that stuck in my mind, which was, a pair of shoes is just a pair of shoes until someone steps into them. Of course, I can't say it as beautifully as the amazing and talented Viola Davis, but you get the point, because it really made me think, if Air Jordans would be what they are right now if it wasn't for Jordan, you know? And it's very likely that the pair of shoes, that style of pair of shoes, would have been a flop. It would have never succeeded. It was Jordan that really made them a thing. And now let's fast forward to the early 2000s. How many of you, be honest, how many of you bought juicy couture tracksuits because of Paris Hilton? How many of you bought the Chanel GST tote because of LC? We've always been influenced by someone, and that's completely okay. But the difference now, in the age that we live right now, is that marketing has gone almost completely digital. And while traditional marketing with billboards and TV ads and newspaper ads is still relevant to a point, without digital and social media marketing, companies would lose a lot of potential customers. And influencers have been a huge part of social media and digital marketing, especially those that have a very specific interest. So, for example, if you love cooking, it's very likely that you're following someone who posts cooking videos. And that's exactly what's so appealing to the companies, because they know that the majority of that particular influencer's following is interested in a particular industry, which means that if they're going to give a product to that influencer, it is going to get promoted directly to their potential customer base. And in many cases, people actually trust the influencer and respect their opinion. So it can be very beneficial for the company to use an influencer to promote their products. Now, if we take celebrities as an example, let's say an actor with an equal amount of following as the cooking influencer, that actor may have only like 5% of their following interested in cooking. So the promotion will be significantly less effective, and it is very unlikely to reach the same amount of potential customers. So using influencers can be incredibly effective with the highest potential success rate. And so I get why companies are doing it, and even why they should be doing it. But here's what they're doing wrong. Now, I want to get one thing straight. I don't blame the influencers for accepting free luxury designer handbags and publicly unboxing them. Listen, if luxury designer brands started sending me free luxury designer handbags, I would gladly accept them and publicly unbox them. Even if they were bags that I wouldn't necessarily spend my own money on, of course, I would be transparent about that. But I don't come from money. So unless it's something that I definitely would not wear, I would accept them. So I don't blame the influencers. They may just want to stay friends with the brand, or they have contracts, or they just want to keep a healthy relationship with these brands. And that's all of that is okay. But here's my issue. These brands have completely stopped filtering who they're sending their bags to. Because, again, not to sound negative, but if a brand releases, let's say, a hot pink bag, and they send it to an influencer who for the last year has been talking about how much they love neutral bags and they're not into color anymore, the brand is just kind of turning that influencer into a joke. And while yes, the company will still get exposure for their new bag, but for me, and I can only speak for myself personally, that is a huge turnoff, because they've given it for free to someone who has no interest in ever wearing that bag. And we've been actually watching that influencer's content, and we know that it's a bag that they would never buy for themselves. And meanwhile, they want us to buy it with our hard earned money when they are giving these bags left and right to anyone who has a large following. Like, that just makes no sense, because we know that as soon as that bag is going to be presented to us, it's going to be either sent back, or it's also very possible that that influencer is just going to give it to someone like friends or family, or maybe even sell it, because like we know it, we can see that that person would never wear that bag again. Now let's not get it twisted, okay? I'm not a hater, I'm not jelly. I mean, I'm a like a healthy amount of jelly, because come on, it's free bags, but only a healthy amount of jelly. And my point is that I think what these companies, what these luxury designer brands should do is just to become more picky. Why not give a hot pink bag to an influencer who loves color? Why? Why not? Why not wait until you have a neutral bag and then give it to the influencer that loves neutral bags? I mean, to me, this is common sense. So what is going on? And then the other issue for me is the lack of transparency, meaning not being clear about what has been gifted. And as a matter of fact, Kagum, I hope I pronounced her name right, did a great video about this topic. I love her videos, especially her hot topic videos. She spills all the tea, so I'm going to link her video in the description box below. But yeah, I think that in general, social media channels have made it so easy to display what has been sponsored, what's been gifted. So there are really no excuses to not be clear about what's been gifted. But it is what it is, and we can always use our voice by unsubscribing or unfollowing or liking, disliking. And to me personally, I find the most attractive the influencers that can either buy absolutely anything. So it's interesting what they're going to pick. And then the influencers that have a very limited budget, or content creators that have a very limited budget. So once again, it's very interesting how they prioritize their budget. Influencers that just unbox free bags after free bags, it's not for me. It's not interesting for me. And now I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this topic. So let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope I'll see you again soon, and stay safe, everyone.